Test, test, 1, 2. All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Chess and Coffee. I'm going to try doing the daily puzzle again. Just kind of like a little warm up here. White to move. It says, I can't watch me. Okay. Kind of looking at this immediately. Probably the first move I look at. I think this is the obvious move. This is rook d7 to g7. And after check, king has nowhere to go except for here. Let's see what color is what. Shift is green. Green you can't really see too well. Okay, so he can go to the blue squares. Rook g7, king h6, knight f5. King h5. This bishop covers the e4 square. You got g4, but then king h4, and I was thinking rook e4, but I guess you lose the rook there. Oh no, like the knight covers h4. What am I thinking? All right, let's do this again. Rook g7, king h6, knight f5. Only legal move, I think, is king h5, and then you got g4, which should be checkmate because it's supported by the rook. The knight cuts off these two squares. The pawn delivers the check. The only other move here would be king h5 right away, in which case you would have... Now, if you had g6 here, that would blunder the knight. So I wonder if knight f5 anyway, and then I have g4 coming next. And the king can't move anywhere. Black would have to... Well, maybe black would be able to defend with bishop f3. Wonder if there's a more forcing move here besides knight f5. Rook h7. King back. Oh, I don't really see where that goes. F4. The king would have g4 or takes. if takes, then rook g7, king back to h5. Still doesn't quite work. So rook g7, king h5 is a problem. Thinking of some weird sack here, but I don't know if that really works. Maybe my initial... No, because the bishop covers this too. I was thinking maybe my initial plan of like the bishop coming to f3 and then maybe I can like dislodge it, but you don't usually do dislodging stuff in puzzles. So I also have knight check here. But the knight check would allow the king to run. I also have f4, which just can be taken. Then rook g7. King still has h5, and I kind of end up in a similar line here. Takes, get hit here. Check here. King g4. I feel like my knight has to stay here to cover the square. It's like it's so close. I've been having these problems with these puzzles lately. This might be one of those things where the knight's got to like maneuver a whole bunch of times. Knight f5, king f5, knight f3, king f5. Knight d4 just gets taken. Yeah, rook g7 seems like the, maybe it's like the easiest to think, but king h5. Not sure what to do after king h5. Unless g4. She'll be back in a minute. That takes the knight. F3 would prepare checkmate on h7. But the bishop can take, right? Rook g1. Nah, bishop can block. Let's see here. Rook G7, King H5. I'm still free to move my knight here. So originally I was thinking knight F5 still, because that threatens mate. Bishop covers. Bishop covers the mate here. But G4, bishop takes, knight check. King H6. That would just be a perpetual. It wouldn't be perpetual because F5, the bishop could take it again. So F4, I mean, F4, he just captures, then captures with check, can win the knight. And these two bishops really stop a lot. I mean, rook E5. Just a crazy knight, the crazy rook sack. I'm not really sure I see the point to that. I'm not sure I really get the title of the puzzle either. Usually the title is a good hint. Like, I can't watch me. Like I can't checkmate you, watch me. Or like a certain piece can't checkmate, but it really can. I mean, what else are we going to do here? I think in the interest of time, I think I'm going to just press the hint button. I don't want to spend all my time on trying to think of a line where I was really off the whole time. I'm not sure what my other forcing moves are. Like, this is the most forcing. Maybe rook g1. Maybe rook g1, because then that would threaten rook h7. I guess you'd have to cover it with your own rook h8. These puzzles have been getting me lately. f4 takes. I'm not really seeing anything here. I almost want to say maybe there should be something here. I don't know what the difference would be sacking that pawn and then going here versus just going here right away. I don't feel like there's any difference. You know, except the rook opens up, but you know, what does that really do? All right. So I'm clicking on hint. It is telling me rook. But what other moves are really any good? I mean, rook h7? Because then maybe like rook e7, rook g7 would just be mate. But like rook h7, it's not a forcing move. You should get hit with the fork here. But then you'd have rook f1. Then you can defend the checkmating square. Bishop e4. Rook g7. King h5. Knight f5. Bishop f3. Then Rook h7. King g5. Knight f5. No. What is the move here? So I'm right on the first two moves. Because it just seemed like this is an obvious move, but like I thought I kind of went through all the lines I can think of. Takes. Now where's my mate? Check, boom. Check. Boom. Check. Here. Check. Here. King runs away. So this is almost checkmate, but he covers it. What happens if we take it anyway? Rook g1. Okay. I was thinking rook g1 because if the bishop were to take, like, then there's back rank or side rank, side file checkmate. Maybe I'm blind here, but I'm still not seeing. Still not seeing the mate here. If rook to the h file, king has three options here. Really particularly, this is a fork. Would this sack do anything? If it's not pawn here, what other move is there? Rook move. Oh, is it just rook? Is it just rook g1 anyway? No. Okay, what is it? Oh, of course, of course. But okay, because this would be checkmate. Yeah. All right. So that's otherwise you have mate in one here. Okay, I see. I see. That was hard. All right. Good puzzle. let's do a 15-minute game and see how that goes. We are 1352. Last week we played 2 and lost 2, but we were really close, though, I think. So 1353 opponents. We're going to play some sort of like Slav or something. Maybe bishop out, pawn e6. Play like some sort of like London system looking move. Okay. Kind of want to be flexible here. I am thinking bishop f5. I don't know if he's planning on playing g4, which would probably be good because he'd be pushing pawns in front of his king, even though he hasn't castled yet. Otherwise, I'm thinking of knight here, just be flexible. I mean, this just seems like a flexible move. Okay, I want to say I've had this position before. I'm going to take this. So my idea is I'm going to take this pawn, and I'm going to play knight here. Is it knight here? No, it's just pawn here, and then queen check. So I guess the bishop can cover that check, right? I need him to play e6. Like, unless I take and then he plays e6. But I think I'm okay here anyway. I think taking is still probably fine. Okay. All right, so he's covering this diagonal now. I might still go here anyway to pin the knight. So now I feel like I'm playing crazy. We're going to do this, pin the knight, but we're also threatening the bishop. And with the knight pin, we're going to have knight e4. We still have knight e4, but this wins a bishop, I think. So now we're up a piece. And I might just return my queen to pinning the knight again. And then threaten e4. Let's see, I saw this move. I was thinking I can play knight here. He's probably going to play knight here. I don't want to get my queen trapped. Knight here, knight here. Queen here. This pawn is kind of under attack. Is there another move I can throw in here? Because then he's probably going to have to play f3, but then I do have queen e3. This seems fine. Okay, I got to get my pieces out of danger before I can start developing my other pieces. Okay. This is fine. Now I want to develop my bishop. I might actually just want to play e6. And that gives my queen a move escape back. I am up a piece. I don't need to like go crazy here. So if like knight here, I'll probably just drop my queen back. This helps just over defend my knight. Kind of just blockading his pawns. The bishop's not happy, but maybe the knight can get out here. This bishop can get out. I might even think about playing this move next. If he does take, we'll just take with the c pawn. Okay, I don't know what his plan is here, but we're gonna pin the knight. And I don't want to take the knight yet. I think I'm gonna castle. Okay. So I think now I kind of want to trade queens. Knight here. I think he's looking at takes, 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 and then takes. I would move here if the knight wasn't here, but I could probably take. I could recapture with the knight, and then I can move queen here. But this would blunder a piece. I can move here right away. Takes, takes, move here right away. Or even just move my knight. Or maybe just trade down. My knight is kind of a good piece. I don't know why I'm giving it up. But this is okay. Takes with the pawn. So, I mean, I I could just keep pressure on this pawn. He's got two pieces defending. Bishop here. Maybe. But then just rook here. I might just drop the bishop back, but then it kind of gets rid of my square for the queen. Like, what happens if I go bishop back? I don't think my queen's in any immediate danger. I can also move my bishop back, just keeping the pressure. I think I might do that. I might chase his bishop away. B5. Let's see. I'm going to play knight d7. Just looking to go to b6 and then maybe back to d5. He's probably looking at knight here. But I'm just going to drop my queen back. Because, like, knight e4, maybe even queen here. Queen f5. Takes. That's a double attack. Okay. This knight move still looks pretty good. I guess he could play c4. Knight d5, c4, queen f4. No, he doesn't have that anymore. No, but yeah, he'd still win the knight though. So after here, I don't really have a move. My bishop here is kind of stuck. Here, just threaten the pawn. Seems like a fair move. I'm expecting c4. Okay. Queen f5. you think is fair? He's got a check here, but he takes, we trade. Okay. I think I want to do this. All right. And now this pawn's a weakness. This pawn is mine. We'll take with the bishop. He might try some sort of some sort of threat here. I'll just play g6. I don't mind playing g6 here to shut it down. I could also maybe play h6, because even if he does get this check in, unless he plans on putting his knight here, maybe g6 is just the best. Gives my king a dark square space, and he doesn't have a dark square bishop. And then somehow I got to get this bishop out of here. See, the rooks and the bishop I really haven't been able to move. But I am up a piece, and I have a better pawn structure. I have a pretty good pawn structure. He's got these double pawns. He does have two center pawns, but he's got these two isolated pawns. I'm up a piece, but my piece is kind of useless. So I'm threatening to take this pawn. So he might want to defend. After rook here, okay, so I was thinking of playing this. He might still have some sort of idea of like king h1 and then rook down the g file. But takes, he's got knight d6. That doesn't look scary. Knight d6 doesn't threaten anything, really. And I'm just going to win his center pawns. Maybe f4 to defend. And then maybe like f6. I think I f6 over f5, because f5 might kick the knight away. He might en passant, but he might not. If he doesn't en passant, then this pawn's going to be trouble. Or maybe not. I mean, well, if he plays f4 and then I kick the knight away, this pawn's still going to be defended. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to get rid of it. Or he resigns. Okay. Okay, 1369, nice. I don't know why he resigned. I think we played pretty good that game. We'll just go over the analysis really quickly. Why don't we use our free computer analysis? Sure. I mean, I don't really care for the AI. I just want to see the accuracy. 87.2, not bad. So I didn't have any bad moves, so that's good, right? My opening was okay. My middle game was pretty good. Well, it's because he blundered a piece pretty early. So I'm just kind of curious about the opening move. So it wanted me to take the pawn right away. Okay. Now this. So I've seen this before, where I'm pretty sure knight here, but I just didn't remember why. It's only a pawn. It's only 0.1. I mean, what happens if he just drops like the bishop back or something? This is crazy. Then what? Take it? This is a crazy position. There's a better move here. Oh, e4. Yeah, so this is crazy computer line stuff. Like, interesting. So I'm always thinking of like h6, but then like takes, opens up my bishop. It's probably good. This just blunders a piece. I should have just taken the knight right away. Yeah, so I'm over defending my knight, but I'm playing it like I'm not up a piece, so I really should just take. And after takes back, then I can probably move my bishop out before playing e6. I was worried about some like weird pawn storm stuff. So yeah, I was worried here. It says knight's best. It actually wants me to capture this way. Capturing this way is still fine. Bishop move. Kick the bishop. I don't know. Okay. So it still would have been okay. So I think I played perfectly fine. I got a little, my pieces got a little stuck over here, but it kind of didn't matter because my pawn structure was good. I was always worried like maybe, I mean my pawns do a good job of covering d5, so like you really can't break through. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a good game. It's always good to have a win, but I think that's all the time I have for today. and I'm out of coffee anyway. So we did the puzzle. We won a game 1369. Played a solid game as black, I think. And it says one grade, but I didn't really see the grade anywhere. I think chess.com just kind of like lies about things. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.